The story is only the name doesn't change.
Hello. This is Mitchell Pereira, and I've covered videos on him before, because he's done an amazing job drawing the world's eyes, executing a unique skill set. Truly, the Brazilian spirit, his dance culture, intertwining that soul with gymnastics and martial arts, fighting in a way that truly is uniquely his own. There is a magic to anyone who can find success playing the game in their own way, stepping outside the box. The natural result is criticism, and there will be many people who pay for doing this, suffering the consequences of not following conventional wisdom, thus innately revert back to convention via harsh lesson. But the few, they will find something uniquely their own, thus consistently spark outrage as their victories reinforce their unorthodox method of success. It seems as though a lot of these flashier fighters, their main appeal is not even how cool their style looks. It's more so the martial arts community bashing them, believing it will not work. That somewhere down the line, a simpler philosophy will prove everything they're doing debunk. Every time they win, they cause upset. There is an uproar stating that their opponent was not up to the caliber, that it was not the style, it was the quality of opponent. Once believing the opponent would win, now they question their history, how they were actually not worthy, how someone else will silence this unorthodox style. This is normal, and it makes perfect sense. After all, humans, when we find something that works, regardless of what it is, if it holds consistent success, the more conservative spectrum of us will want to keep doing it. Why change what is working? There is a lot of truth to that. It is an instinctive gut response that has kept us alive, the ability to take authority and replicate it amongst humanity with efficiency. Why reinvent the wheel every time if it's efficiently helping you move the world? But then again, without a bit of out-of-the-box thinking, would we still only have creatures pulling carriages? Would we have had carriages if at all? For with a little vision out of the box, the structure of a wheel can become a cog. Thus a whole new dimension of intricate mechanics can now come into play. Beyond the political sphere, this is typically what discerns those who follow a more conservative archetype versus a liberal one. One who wishes to stay the same, which may come at the cost of falling behind in an ever-changing world, where the other wishes to constantly change, which may come at the cost of destroying what was working perfectly fine. Neither is right or wrong up until it hits an extreme where one side can no longer breathe. That is inevitable destruction, but a closer balance between the poles as the perfect line fluctuates amidst an ever-changing universe is what we should strive for. Adapting to the fluctuations of the universe. That is perfection. Of course, perfection is impossible. If you understood what I just said, it is ever-fleeting, a chase that resides amongst the realm of infinity. That is why there is no perfect style, why they say styles make fights, because each style, paired with the user of that style, they may naturally counter another, but also fall victim to one exploiting its holes. Understanding this, you can now get a feel for why Prince Nassim Hamed had so much success, but the moment he lost to a boxer of higher caliber, why it was so satisfying for the more conservative archetypes. They could finally feel they could stay the same without having to acknowledge what he was doing right or wrong. They just looked at the wrong and said all of it was bad. Here, this is Mitchell Pereira's first fight in the UFC. He actually made it to the grand stage. This is amazing. I'm very proud of you. Who would have thought? Let's take a closer glance at his bout. Danny Roberts is no joke, but Mitchell's displays of sheer athleticism evoked caution. His moves caused surprise, especially as it's difficult timing against something you don't see too often or have not seen before. The natural response is to leave the space up until you get a feel for the timing, of course. When understood, they may provide a big window of opportunity. Here, Danny Roberts goes in for a low kick, but Mitchell was waiting for it. Observe how he goes to catch whilst timing a straight against the opening. With smaller gloves, if you can absorb the kick, catching it with your hand and holding them off balance often provides a window of entry, especially when most textbook low kicks throw the same hand down as a counterbalance to increase the stability and power of the kick. Hands down means more power but less obstructing entry from a strike. Here, this is signature to whenever Mitchell has been given a lot of space. It is clearly a dance move. Watch as he cuts an angle, sprints, and evokes confusion in Danny the entire time through. The absurdity of what he just did, paired with the dangerous intent he has to hurt, it completely threw him off guard, which gave entry to this flying Superman punch. Here, we have the move that finished the fight. The timing was beautiful. Watch how Danny sought to enter with a duck jab, but Mitchell was waiting for it. Korean Zombie has used an uppercut versus this very technique, predicting it. But with sheer athleticism, Mitchell launches himself into the air from a standstill. Flying knee meets standing on entry. He's rocked. From here, it's all instinct, hands down, eyes locked in. He feels the window. Watch how his back leg unpins as he follows through with the punch. It was pure power. Coming from a fighter whose legs have the capacity to leap all over the place, this punch harnessed all of it against a single moment of opportunity. Boom. Now notice this. He stops striking. Respect. He didn't feel a need to continue striking his opponent knowing he was done. It's beautiful seeing fighters who have that sense. Knowing when to stop. That level of concern in such a high-stress, dangerous environment. It shows a lot about a person. Who knows how Mitchell will do as he progresses along the echelon of world-class competition. Nonetheless though, no one can deny that Mitchell is as exciting as a fighter can be. To that end, I will be tuning in. Thank you Danny Roberts and Mitchell Pereira for this lesson. If you like more from me, please subscribe and hit the notifications. It really does help the channel. Thank you if you did. Smash the like button if you enjoyed. It's good karma. And until next time, peace.